LCL beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. You can call me Mina for short. We're going to get into a prosperity reading for the collective, focusing on this harvest season, what you guys might be needing to pay attention to, what you may need some guidance and clarity on. Keep in mind, this is for the collective, so only take what resonates to and for you, leave what doesn't. Always tap into your intuition and discernment to know what it is that you're supposed to receive from this. Even when you book personal readings, you still want to use your discernment because you are always responsible for your actions and reactions. This is simply spiritual guidance. With all of that out of the way, loves, as you've been hearing me say for a while, for my regulars on my channel, especially those who watch prosperity readings, this harvest season is about everything: love, finances, self-love, especially because romantic love really can't come in without self-love and some type of stability in your own life. And right now, I feel like a lot of you that were listening from before and following intuition, or again, you've been watching my prosperity readings and you found yourself really investing in yourself where you need to. You're seeing results now. Now is the time to really dig deep and really start whatever it is you still need to learn, whatever skills you still have to, brush up on and put into effect. This is the time to do so. And it's going to maintain that energy all the way through to December. And once December hits, for some of you, it's going to be a lot of big payoffs. For others, it's going to be, okay, we did level 1, level 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. Right? So we're going to tap into what's coming up right now in the current. And so this is timeless. Whenever you find it is when it's meant for you. I'm going to be using the Harichi Rich Tarot by Lilac and Lavender. I will have the information linked below, and then we're going to hop into 2 other decks. All right, so first we're going to get into the tarot, get a really good gist of what's going on here. I am picking up that some of you are still, because I heard scared money don't make money. So I still feel like some of you are holding back for some reason. Something's keeping you from going all out the way that you could. For others, it might be that you're holding back because you feel a little intimidated, or it's a challenge learning something new. One of the things that came out about maybe 6 months to a year ago, at least it got popular 6 months to a year ago, is the NFTs. Like, that's been popping out, so some of you might be trying to look into that. For others, you're still trying to look into the whole Bitcoin thing. And for others, it's about just investing in your own business, leveling up. You've been wanting to maybe move up the ladder in your career, or move to a new position altogether in a whole different setting, and this is the time to do so. Ooh, we got flippers already. We have 5 of Wands. Speaks to what I was saying about that. It's 5 of Wands, but it's also giving me 5 of Swords energy, because it's speaking about both the intimidation as well as different challenges or obstacles that might be in your way right now. For many of you, the obstacles are people. Be mindful who you trust right now. If you're getting any kind of shady vibes from anybody that's trying to go into business with you, or anyone that sometimes we get excited about an idea, and as people we just want to share it, creative individuals especially. Be careful who you're sharing certain things with, because not everyone has your best intention at heart. And for others, some of these people could be friends or family, and they might act like they're going to support you and act like they're going to have your back, but they might try to take over what you're doing. If you're at work and you're working with a team, be mindful of that team maybe taking credit for things that you did, or be mindful of being used. You know how sometimes somebody is really good at a job, and so people will come to them and ask them for everything. Be careful of being put in that position right now. For the vast majority of you, I just feel like you need to use your discernment and be mindful of the energies that are around you. You don't want nobody selling you no pipe dreams, talking about oh, I got your back, I can support you with this, or fraudulent energy. It's the best way I can say it. Fraudulent energy. Be mindful of that. Let's hop into the next card. Woo. Queen of Swords. Yes, yes. Use that discernment. That's what I'm talking about. Be mindful with the Queen of Swords energy, though, that you're not being too guarded, because for some of you, there are genuine people who want to partner with you, or there could be a professional that you're meant to go to help you out with something. And if you're too guarded, too closed off, you may not be receptive to what they have to say. And there's a way to look up info for what you want to do without giving away your ideas on it. So let's say, for example, you have a business plan, you want to do like a boutique, or you want to do something from home, because I'm getting the sense, this house keeps setting out to me, I'm getting the sense that some of you either already work from home and you're looking to expand your business, and or you have a side business and you want to go further with that so that you can leave like the corporate world, right? So you might have to go to somebody and talk about certain things, but there's a way to gain knowledge on all of that without giving away your specific idea, your specific blueprint. And remember, this is collective, so apply that where it's necessary for you. Tap into your intuition, use your discernment. The Queen of Swords is very good at discerning when she's being lied to. So if there's someone shady around, they could be friend, family, coworker, whatever the case may be. If somebody's trying to partner with you, again, some of you, there are people coming in that'll be good partnerships. But at the current moment, just pay attention to the ones that are fraudulent, to the ones that are spammy. Research, make sure you know the background of that person. If you have certain ideas, patent them, do what you have to do. Okay, the Queen of Swords is very good at protecting. She's a protector, and she's damn sure good at protecting herself. That's why normally she has a sword on her. And I feel like some of you have an idea that can be very lucrative for you. For others, it's being mindful of who you share your investments with. I always say sometimes some people don't need to know something until it's done. I've been telling y'all that for a minute. Sometimes some people don't need to know what you invested in or how, unless, of course, if your money helps to. And even then, sometimes you just have to do certain things and people will find out you did it when it's done, because telling them can run the risk of them trying to shoot your idea down or shoot your dream down. And if it's something that you've put enough time and effort into, that one little bad phrase or saying can be enough to add just enough discouragement that becomes the overall ruling emotion. And remember, your thoughts create your reality all the time. Your words speak things into existence all the time, but it is your feelings and your passions that magnetize and make it actually materialize. The sword is forged in the fire. Sword represents air and thoughts. Clarity, how sharp the blade is how sharp the mind is. I like using elements more because elements supersede certain things. And air has a way of being forceful. It has a way of being a cool breeze. It has a way of being around you without you even noticing it's there. For some of y'all gonna need to be the air that can flow without anybody really noticing you were there until the wind blows in, showing your success. Okay? Hopefully that's making sense to a lot of, whoop, got 2 cards. Whoop, woo woo. Looky here. We have a set. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. And we have the Ace of Swords. A lot of mental acrobats. This is a lot of sword energy. So that's a lot of Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and we're in Libra season. This is the season to get balanced. We're having all of these planets in retrograde right now in this air energy. Bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Cups. So the King of Swords is someone who, he has a lot of determination, a lot of discipline in what he does. You see this board here? I'm feeling like some of you have a book, like you actually have a planner if you don't get one. Some of you have a planner and you're detailing in that planner your ideas for the next couple of months, maybe even over the next couple of years of what you're trying to achieve. And some of them are things that you know you need to start acting on now. So it might be a challenge figuring out some aspects. If it's something that, if it's like a learning curve, for example, for others, it could be a bit of feeling intimidated, maybe financially even intimidated, because I feel like some of you might be trying to pay off, I'm seeing like student loans, like someone with a cap and gown and they're trying to pay off a student loan for something, whatever it may be. You have some type of blueprint. For others, it's a vision board. It's a legit thing that you have on your wall somewhere that you can see. that planning is not going to go in vain. If there's something that didn't work out before, instead of thinking of it as a failure, it was a lesson. Why didn't something work? What could you have done differently? Sometimes y'all have amazing ideas, or, an amazing way you want to go about something, but perhaps the way you executed it wasn't the way it needed to be done. So you're ahead of the game a bit because you already know what didn't work. That only leaves the options for what will. Right? And having that mentality, having that mentality and having that emotional backing for it and that emotional passion. Do what you feel passionate about and see how what it is that you're passionate about can become a service for others. People are in need of things. People buy things that they feel that they need in their life. So how can what it is that you want to do, especially for those of you trying to work from home, how is it that your career can become a service to other people? And do it from the perspective of passion versus trying to just crunch numbers only. You do want to be mindful of numbers, of course. You do want to have an idea of how to handle that. But if you focus just on numbers, just on gains and how much you have to spend and invest in what, I do feel like a lot of y'all, I've been saying this to y'all for a minute, it's time to look into those investments. Do whatever research you have to, talk to whatever experts you have to. This is the time to start to flow into abundance. Utilize these energies while they're here this intensely and this strongly. Okay, we're going to hop into the Hustle Oracle by Fire Witch Tarot. I'm going to do one more shuffle. After this deck, I have one more. It's like a money career deck, and then we'll call this a rating. I feel like a lot of you are about to stand in a position of leadership. It's making some of y'all nervous. Like you might be getting a new position, and or like I said, you're investing in yourself. So you're becoming your own boss, but being your own boss means eventually you're gonna have to like also have assistants and be responsible for maybe even other people. As I say, dream big. We have time. Ooh, look at that. I just love it. It's time for a career change. It's time. It is time. I'm hearing the Lion King. It is time. It is time for a career change. For some of y'all, this involves a contract. It's time to put your name on the dotted line. But again, if you need to seek legal advice, do that. This is for spiritual clarity and guidance. But legally, they're not going to let me tell you what to do. So, go to a lawyer if you must. And I feel like that fits this energy right here, this like feeling intimidated, but at the same time needing to face the challenge, needing to grow and expand within it so that you can actually step forward into your blessings. What else do we have? What do we have for the Queen of Swords? What do we have for the Queen of Swords? Five of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Stolen ideas. Be careful who you trust. Stolen ideas. Be careful who you trust. What have I been saying this whole time? I don't even think I need to keep elaborating on that. And be careful who you're trusting your money with. That's a big one. Sometimes you guys may have family or certain businesses. Sometimes like families have businesses or banks that they trusted to go to, and you kind of go to it because they're at it. Be mindful of that. You might have to switch to a different bank and or switch from whatever legal person you had to someone else. If you feel that something's off or they haven't been giving you the best advice, but they're kind of putting your bank account on zero, then you might want to actually start looking around and researching. Again, the Queen of Swords is saying, don't be so guarded that you cut your blessings, but do listen to your intellectual intuition. She's a person that can tell when words are lies. She can tell. Like, oh, your words are lie. You're lying to me right now. Tap into that. Some of you, again, those air signs can be in your chart. They don't have to be. But it is the vibrations that we're currently in. We're in Libra season, right? We're in the transitional periods of the age of Aquarius. We're dealing with Gemini energy and having to balance things out and be leveled with the two extremes of ourselves and make good choices, because Gemini is a huge part of that is about choices and connections and things like that. So just be mindful of what you choose in these connections. With that Five of Wands, I've been picking up on Queen of Wands energy here. I feel like somebody's really charismatic. You draw a lot of people into you without having to try. You may not understand just how beautiful of a trait this is. This can actually help you a lot in your business. You need to be more confident with it, right? I'm also picking up Leo energy as well. That's what I'm picking up. So it could be in your chart, could not be. But the Leo energy would be courage. What do we have here? Woo! Huge breakthrough. Finally! A huge breakthrough. Why? Because you've been blueprinting. You've been planning. You've been doing your vision board. You've been setting up what you need to and getting things in order. So don't be afraid of change. This is the change you've been praying for and asking for. It's time to be ready for that authority position. King of Swords he got a lot to lead. And I keep seeing Queen of Wands energy, whether you be masculine or feminine, you draw people into you naturally. Use that ability to advance in your career and to help brand and market yourself. You need to put yourself out there. Like, the more people can interact with you, the better. You're natural with this. Whatever you still feel confused about, whatever you still feel like you need assistance on, you will have clarity. This is coming in right now, success and clarity. You will have clarity on what it is. Whatever you're fishing for, you're going to pull it up. And look at that. Divine blessings. A gift from the universe. Divine clarity. Ace of Swords is exactly that. That divine clarity. That divine success. Come on, I can feel more cards. I feel more cards coming. Woo! I said I feel more cards, and they said, let's juju chop you with a card. You're about to land a badass promotion. Somebody's been blueprinting something, a move up in their career, a new position they want. And again, this could also just be you choosing to do something with your own career. This is something to be proud of yourself about, loves. Be proud. Feel that success now. Feel the success now. Make it real now. Speak it like it's an absolute. Not a please, please, please. I really want. No, don't beg. Don't be a beggar. I have. It is done. It's mine. I have that position. I have the position that best reflects my skills. I'm creating and I have created the career of my dreams. Y'all got vision boards, but sometimes y'all not putting all the right energy into it. It's like, yeah, you got the visual, but you got to do the work too. And you got to, while you're doing the work, if you're writing something, if you're writing a book, whatever it is, when you hand it out to people, when you're selling it, it's a bestseller. It's the best thing in the market, whatever it is. I'm hearing Billy Carson in my head, and that's what he said he did with his book. When he wrote his book, every time he would hand it out, this is going to be a bestseller. This is a bestseller. This is a bestseller. This is going to be a bestseller. He was constantly speaking it into existence. And don't procrastinate. For some of you, this energy has you procrastinating. Don't procrastinate, especially during these powerful harvest seasons. You know, with everything in retrograde, you're going to want to take your time. You're not going to want to rush anything, but don't sit still either. Unless it's like for a break, like, okay, I need a break. I need to, reflect, catch myself. Otherwise, get to work. Get to work. Don't wait on, I'm hearing his voice in my head so clear. Don't wait on, I got to get this web designer to design my website. I got to get this person to come in and do that. No. You can do it yourself right now. There's apps. You can get these apps. You can make your own cover of a book or whatever it is you're trying to do for right now, so that you can get that content out there. And once that content is out there, you speak into existence as successful. It is successful. And once that money start rolling in from it or whatever it is to publish it, for some of you, it might be that you want to do a book. For others, it could be anything. Whatever it is, once you start seeing the results of it, upgrade what you have to, right? Lordy, lordy, lord. You're in for a sweet surprise. You guys might have, for some of you doing business, again, I keep picking up investor energy, investor energy. Either somebody's looking to invest in you or a really nice opportunity to invest is coming up. But again, be mindful of fraudulent energies, because a lot of times when big blessings are coming, other things sometimes try to appear to get in the way when we're still trying to clear out old vibrations and old belief systems. I feel like some of y'all have to clear out belief systems from family. Woo, woo. Got 2 cards. Psh. I was just talking about this. Look at this. Paying off financial karma. Pay off debt owed. Remember I said some of you, I believe I said earlier, some of you might have been holding back because student loan or something like that. For some of you, it could be physical money. But for others, this is karmic debt that involves thought processes around money. You know, like when family says, oh, money don't grow on trees. Or some of you might have had parents, they never never really had money. They never really had savings. They were living paycheck to paycheck or every other paycheck. They really, you don't recall them ever really having anything saved for real. And so now as you're becoming an adult, or as you're a full-fledged adult, because for some of you, I feel like some of y'all coming across this might be young entrepreneurs. Like you could be 18, early 20s. For others, you might be older. But as you're starting to try to level up and you're tapping into your own spirituality, your own journey, you are finding yourself repeating certain patterns your parents have. That's a karmic debt that needs to be paid off. That's a financial belief system that halts you. So as you start to clear that out and you start to, again, feel your success, speak your success, think about your success, you start to open doors, just open. People appear, opportunities show up, and then it'll be your turn to show up and show out. Okay, so bear that in mind. And again, some of you here are you're very intellectually intuitive. So pay attention to that. Right? That can help you a lot in business. Just don't get so caught up in just the thinking that you forget to feel and tap into passion. Whew. We have the perfect time to invest. It's the perfect time to invest, because it's time to manifest. And at the bottom of the deck, we have teamwork. We have teamwork at the bottom of this thick deck that we have here. So I do feel like for some of you, you might be, like, okay, I do have a business right now. I need to branch off. This is your year to do so. This is the time right now, gearing up for 2022. If you get started now, darling, you'll see the success in time. All right, let's see. Let's tap back into this 5 of Wands energy here. I'm using Live Tarot deck. I believe this deck is called like Money and Career or Law of Attraction, something like that. I'll have it in the description. Step up. Don't be invisible. Look at this. Don't be the best kept secret in your niche. Boost your visibility. Step out of the shadows and into the spotlight to attract your ideal clients. Use that charismatic energy. Use it. You have it for a reason. Get to scheduling. If you find that you have a hard time scheduling, then that might be another reason you need that team. Somebody who you can trust to help you. But in the meantime, there's apps. There's things you can do. Get to it. Get to it. Woo. Wow, that flipped fast. Woo. Align. Stay in alignment with your core values and your vision for the lifestyle you want to create with your business. What have I been saying? What have I been saying, my loves? What have I been channeling to you guys this whole time? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Somebody just did that. And I heard you. Some of you might have to start putting money aside to invest in advertising. But in order, you do have to research sometimes for that. But again, it's time to invest in yourself. That's 2 cards. That's 2 cards that are mentioning you putting in work for yourself. Look at that. Actually 3, because this one says it's a perfect time to invest. This one is saying put yourself out there. That's a self-investment. This one is saying align yourself so that you can create the lifestyle you want. This is telling you how to get your clients. This is telling you how to build the lifestyle out of what you can receive from those clients, out of the service that you provide. We have balance. Manifest amazing business results by staying in balance. Work hard, but take breaks to get into ease and flow. Feel the joy as you work. Again, somebody might be a writer or graphic designer. So I kept picking up on like a book. I pick up on y'all who like to write a lot. You're like, you can be using apps to get like the drafts of your book done and beta read it yourself and get it published and let your covers be something you created until you could actually like afford something later. Or for some of you who you're like me, you're an artist and a bunch of other stuff, you can draw and make your own cover. You don't always have to wait for people. Let's see what else we got. We have elevate. I love it. I love it. Elevate, new mindset, new results. Elevate your mindset if you want to get different results. If you keep thinking and acting the same way, nothing will change, and it is time for change. You saw that earlier. It's time for change. Woo, woo. Oh, you can't make that shit. Look at that. Right. Copywriting is an art. Look, you know what? I really feel like for some of y'all, yes, there are ideas that you need to copyright, but honestly, for some of you, you want to be a writer. It doesn't have to be you want to write your own book. Maybe you want to publish for other people. Maybe you want to book clients and you write from that for them. You learn how to craft your words that speak to the heart of your clients. I feel like for some of you, you're an amazing writer. And whether it's writing up a marketing idea for people, whatever it is, it's a skill that you already have that you can implement. I'm getting like, if I shuffled that tarot again, I wouldn't be shocked if I got 8 of Pentacles. Putting your skill to work. Woo, 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 woo. Share. Oh my gosh, in the bottom of the deck. Yes, yes, yes. But look at this. We have share. Get your message out, reach more people, and develop a deeper connection with your audience through video. Let them get to know the real you. This can also be going to public places, especially if you're like a writer or an artist. This could be you going somewhere and displaying yourself, like talking with people. If you have something you wrote already. Remember I said passing out the book and going, this is a bestseller? And look, we have automate. Develop ways to add passive income streams to your business so that you don't have to work so hard. Earn some income while you sleep. I'm loving these energies. Look at this. Now that's 3 times. And I love synchronicities. And actually that's 4 because like I said, those other cards gave me investing energy. And now we have invest, growing wealth. Invest in yourself to learn the skills you need to create a thriving business that grows your wealth. So all that being a bit intimidated and all that jazz, use your discernment, blueprint a plan. What you're fishing for, that success is going to come to you. But here's the thing. Don't chase the money. Don't chase the money. You don't got to chase what's coming to you. It's already yours. So accept it because it's yours. You don't need to chase when what you're looking for belongs to you. My loves, that was your reading. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. I pray that resonated with you. Make sure that you comment below, subscribe, like this video, share it with someone who you think this resonates with and might need this inspiration. And of course, any other information you need is in the description. Peace.